thanks for joining me. Today we're going to get into those hamstrings. We are going to stretch them, we're going to strengthen them, we're going to find a little bit of mobility and much needed flexibility in those hamstrings. So without further delay, we're going to start standing. Good, come all the way up. Have any props you need, chairs, blankets, blocks. I'm just going to have my blocks up here to begin with. Feel free, depending on what time of day this is happening for you, bend your knees so that you're feeling that stretch in the belly of your hamstring. So the belly of your hamstring here, not behind your knee, not up at your sit bones. You want to keep the stretch in the muscle. So ground down into those feet. Exhale fully here. Take an inhale, draw those shoulders up to your ears. And then exhale, roll them down and back. Allow yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. 3 breaths here. We're going to inhale, lift those toes up to the ceiling. Exhale, press the toes down. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, press them down. One more time, inhale up. And exhale down. Let those eyes blink open. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, refold. Press into those legs. Inhale, brings the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more like that. Inhale, brings the arms up. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees if you need to. Inhale, long spine. Use the belly. Exhale, refold. Press into those legs. Inhale, brings you up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, bring those feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Have your heels in, toes out slightly. We're going to go into a squat. Inhale, takes those arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, squat, Malasana. Good, take an inhale here. You might need to balance on those toes. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Good, take an inhale here. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squat. Take an inhale here. And exhale, fold. Pause here, take an inhale. If you find the squats hard, just do a little low squat. Exhale. Press into those legs. Inhale, sweeps you up. And exhale, hands to heart. Good, as you inhale, step out wide onto your mat. Nice wide stance. Again, you can have a chair in front of you. You can have your blocks. But we're going to have nice wide legs. Good. Press down into your feet. Take an inhale here. And then as you exhale, turn your right toes out. Good, bend into that right knee, and then bring both hands down to the block or floor. Take that back heel, spin it up, find a low lunge. Good, bending into this here. Let those hips drop. You can always drop the back knee if you need to. Take an inhale, and then exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend. So we do this a lot in my warm-ups. Exhale, shift back, straighten that front leg. So legs are either both nice and tall and straightening and bending, or that back knee is on the ground. One more time here. Good, take an inhale here. Exhale, straighten that front leg. Good, draw that left hip forward, come up high onto the ball of the back foot. Maybe walk those hands back, lengthen the spine, and then draw those toes back. Good, pressing into the heel. Now imagine dragging that heel back as your left hip draws forward. Really feeling into that right hamstring. Take an inhale there. Exhale. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, press into the ball of the foot. Take another inhale there. Exhale, bends into that front knee. As you inhale, walk yourself toward the long end of your mat. Bring the blocks if you need them. Take an inhale, long spine. Exhale, forward fold, just touching in with those hamstrings. Press down and away. Lift up through the heels slightly. And then draw the thighs back. Another big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend into those knees, walk yourself to the left foot. Bring that right heel up. Pause there, find that low lunge. Whatever is best for you, with blocks, without blocks. Take an inhale, let the hips drop. Exhale, straighten the front leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Good, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more time, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten and hold. As you inhale, come up high onto the ball of the back foot. Draw that right hip forward, left hip back. Lengthen the spine, lift the chest, and then press into that front heel, draw the toes back. Now imagine drawing that left heel back so that right hip comes forward, getting your inner thighs closer toward one another. You're going to take another couple breaths here. Feeling the back of that left hamstring, maybe even down into the calf. Exhale fully. Inhale, presses into that front foot. Exhale, bends you into the front knee. Good, and sometimes if the block is too far away even, you can even have those hands on a chair for this, or in the back of a couch. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, walk your hands back to the long end of your mat. Press down into those heels, spread through the toes, lengthen the chest forward. As you exhale, fold forward again. So blocks can be here, hands can be on floor, blocks, even a chair. Pressing into the outer edges of the feet, lengthen the heart forward, and then start to walk the hands forward. So press down into those hands. Imagine downward facing dog. Even if you're on a chair or couch, press the hands forward, send the hips back, and then lift up through those kneecaps, then let the chest fall. So getting a nice little stretch on your inner thigh, back of the hamstrings. Keep pressing into the outer edges of your feet, and then lift all 10 toes. A nice full inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, walk those hands back. Find a nice long spine. Take an inhale. And on this next one, we're going to find a side lunge. So bringing the blocks with you, bringing your chair with you. Turn your right toes out slightly and bend into that knee. So you're going to face kind of out toward the left. Back legs nice and straight to begin. So just getting into the hip here. So you can stay here, work into that hip. If you're feeling comfortable in the knees and in your ankle, you're going to walk yourself face to the left more, come up onto the ball of that right foot, and then straighten that left leg. So getting a nice stretch in this hamstring here. If you can, right heel presses down. If that's not going to happen today, you might need something to keep your balance. And then start to lengthen over toward that left leg. Send the right knee away from you. Good, so getting into that inner groin, whatever stretch you're in. Breathe. Good, one more full inhale here. Exhale. Good, press into those hands. As you inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale to center. Take an inhale there, lengthen. As you exhale, turn those left toes out. Keep that right heel down. Find that low lunge kind of at an angle for it to begin. So send the hips back. So you feel a nice stretch in your hips, in your glutes, and that inner thigh. And then you can stay here or start to walk a little bit more to the long side of your mat. Draw that right heel up. Drop into the left knee and breathe here. Good, find your balance and then start to lengthen toward that right leg. Keep the toes pulling back. Breathing. Good, nice full breaths. One more full inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, brings yourself back to center. Exhale, press yourself back up, find the center again, make the feet parallel, take a long big inhale here, lengthen the spine, exhale, forward fold, hands to floor or to blocks, shift the weight slightly to the toes, lift those hips, lengthen the chest down, nice full inhale here, and exhale, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, place those hands on the blocks. Good, bend your knees And then heel toe those feet in ever so slightly. And then from here, you're going to take yourself and walk yourself toward the right side of your mat. Step your left foot forward, step your right foot back. Find a low lunge. So your left foot's forward, right foot's back. Good, and then from here, finding a twist. So your choice, you can have right hand to floor, left arm reaches. You can drop your back knee, bring your right elbow to your left thigh. Just finding a twist in the spine, lengthen the spine, lean away from your hands or away from your leg. Maybe back leg straightens. Good, so you're still feeling the length, finding that hamstring stretch here, lifting that back hamstring up to the ceiling. Big inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, both hands down. And then straighten that front leg. Take that back foot, hop it in so the back heel can come to the ground. And then draw your right hip forward and fold over that front leg. Draw that front heel back. Draw your inner thighs toward one another as you lengthen over that front leg. Good. Push into the back heel, getting a nice calf stretch back there. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bend into that front knee, lift the back heel. Walk yourself all the way over to the right. Bending into that right knee, and then going into that twist. So again, you have left hand to block your floor, reach up. Back knee can come down. Hands to heart, left elbow over right knee. Good, lean away from the thigh. Maybe power up that back leg. This is a little bit of a balance move as well. Breathe here. Draw the hips back as the heart lengthens forward, top of the head lengthens out. One more full inhale. Exhale. Inhale, looking down. Exhale, both hands come down to block or floor. Take an inhale, long spine here. As you exhale, straighten the front leg, take that back foot, hop it in so the back heel can come down. Press down into the heels, lift the heart, lengthen, right hip back, left hip forward, forward fold. So front leg's nice and straight to get into that hamstring, pushing into that back heel. That back foot can be turned out about 45 degrees or it can press straight back. Breathing here. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, bending into that front knee. Take an inhale there. And as you exhale, slide that right foot back. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, long spine. And as you exhale, heel toe those feet apart. Find that low squat again. Lift the chest, take an inhale. And as you exhale, lower all the way down. Bring yourself to the center of your mat. Cross your right shin in front of your left. You might need to sit up on something. Press into your hands and then draw the hips down. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, forward fold. Good, so arms can come forward. They can stay reaching back. You're gonna feel a nice stretch through the hips. We've worked our hamstrings a lot. I'm just gonna get into our hips a little bit. If you can't quite reach the floor, hands can go on your knees and you can just lengthen forward. Maybe even your elbows rest on those knees and press them down and away. Good, 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back to center. Lean back, hug those knees in, find a little balance. And then left shin in front of the right. Sit up nice and tall, flex the feet. And then exhale, hinge forward again. Nice long spine. Sending the sit bones back, heart comes forward, heels press away from one another as those knees draw down. So it's an active stretch in the hips. This is going to come in handy for when we lay on our backs. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back to center. From here, sitting up nice and tall, taking those legs out wide. So sitting up tall, legs are wide. And so from here, if you can't sit with your legs wide and you're rounding into your low back, you have 2 options. Take yourself, sit up on something so that pelvis kind of tilts forward. So sit up on a blanket. Sit bones are going to come toward the ground. Your gluteus maximus, those big muscles back there, are going to be up on that bolster. And then bend your knees. So start here, right? So you're going to feel that hamstring, draw the toes back. Over time, legs will straighten first. You're still sitting up tall. Over time, push through the heels, draw the toes back, then chest starts to come forward. Anytime you start to feel yourself rounding in and your belly getting constricted, come back up. You want to work that flexibility of your hamstrings, not your back. Good, and then sometimes you come forward, maybe your elbows are on a block. You're pushing the heels away. You're drawing your knees down, inner thighs down, and sending your pelvis forward. Those people that have a little bit more flexibility and can actually reach your toes, hover your chest. So pull in through the belly, lift the chest, draw those shoulder blades onto the back. So you're working your upper body and you're lengthening your heels away from one another. 3 more full breaths here. Keep those legs active. It's easier to keep them relaxed, but draw those kneecaps up, engage muscle to bone. Spread through the toes. 1 more full inhale here. Exhale fully. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, back to center. Good, grab the inside of that right knee, lift it up and help that leg in. Grab the inside of the left knee, help that leg in. Good, and then lay down onto your back. As you lay down onto your back, bring your strap with you. If you don't have a strap, you can always hold onto the back of your thigh, but I recommend having some type of strap, belt, towel, whatever you can use. And then you're going to lay onto the back. Just take a moment there. Exhale fully. And then from here, draw that right knee into your chest. Take that right leg, wrap the strap around the ball of the foot so you have something to push into. And then straighten the leg. So the strap is an extension of your arms. So if you don't have a strap, grab a towel. If you don't have a towel, you can hold on to the back of your thigh, but try to resist your hand and thigh against one another so you are getting into that hamstring. So push up into the ball of the foot, push your heel up toward the ceiling, like you're going to stand on the ceiling, and then relax your shoulder. Left leg can stay bent, or it can go long. Long is going to be a little bit more for the hamstring, because you notice I'm at more of an angle. Maybe your straight is more forward. Totally fine, but you want to keep that leg straight. That's the important part. Bringing the foot up to the ceiling and bending your knee, you're not really working your flexibility, right? It's better to bend your opposite leg and then lengthen that leg so you can straighten it. Good, breathe. The leg should be doing the work, not the arm, right? You're just having that there for a little resistance. Good, take another full inhale. Exhale. Good, grabbing onto the strap, maybe a little bit higher. Bend into that knee, find a little half happy baby. Just draw that knee down and out to the side. And then straighten the leg. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Good, pause there. Lengthen tailbone to the end of the mat. Draw in through the belly. Exhale. Good, bend into that knee. Place that foot on the ground. Pause there for a minute. A moment, not a minute. And then draw that left knee in. Take the strap around the ball of the left foot, extend that leg up. Good, and then find what works for you, right? Lengthen your tailbone, draw your low belly in, squeeze muscle to bone, maybe your legs out further. Use the strength of the leg to keep lifting it. Maybe right leg goes long. If that pinches too much in the low back, keep that right leg bent. And breathe. Imagine pulling your heel away while you're drawing your toes forward, trying to stand on the ceiling or the wall in front of you. Let that right hip drop down, or sorry, left hip drop down. Breathe into it. Really feeling that muscle behind your leg here, that hamstring right in the big belly part of it, that meaty part that you can even maybe feel. Feels really tight and tense. Nice full breaths. Exhale fully here. Good. As you inhale, bend into that left knee, let it drop to the side. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. One more time, inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, lengthen tailbone to the end of your mat. Draw that left hip down, push the heel away, take an inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, bends into that left knee. Exhale, release the strap, place it off to the side, and pause there for a moment. Draw both knees into the chest, give them a little squeeze. Draw the knees wide, find full happy baby. Maybe hands come to your heels. Maybe they wrap around the backs of your legs. Maybe they grab your ankles. And then just rock a little bit from side to side. And then draw those knees into your chest, squeeze them in, round the spine. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, extending your legs out one at a time, opening up your body, taking your palms, face them up, place those arms out by your side, let your head rest down. Take an inhale here, squeeze all your muscles, squeeze your face. And then sigh it out and relax. Take an inhale into the belly. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale into the belly. Exhale out the mouth. One more time. Inhale into the belly. Sigh it out. Let yourself surrender here into stillness just for a minute or so. Taking rest. Feel free to stay here as long as you need. Take a full inhale. And sigh it out. Start to bring some movement into the fingers and toes. Maybe rolling the wrists and ankles. Inhale, takes those arms back behind your head. Slide your feet together. Give yourself a long stretch, maybe even a yawn. And then slowly bend the knees. Draw those knees into the chest, giving them one final squeeze. Maybe rocking from side to side. When you're ready, rolling yourself over to one side. Use your arm as a pillow. Pause there. Check in mentally and physically. And then when you're ready, press yourself up. Come all the way back up to seated. Take a moment there. Close your eyes if your eyes have opened. Either resting your hands on your thighs, maybe resting your hands over your heart, or bringing those hands together in front of your heart. Allow yourself to come into the room, onto your mat, and into your body. Take a full inhale here. Sigh it out. Bow your head for a moment. Think of one thing in your life that you truly are grateful for. And hold on to that image in your mind's eye as you raise your head with a smile. Thank you for taking time for yourself to work on that hamstring flexibility. Drink lots of water, eat your veggies, and wear some sunblock. We'll see you next time. Namaste.